the dreamer. He was the showman, for sure. He was the one out there on the street always and with the kids. And she was the businesswoman. She kept everything running. I think that's very common, actually, for women to do that. I said, I'm 60 years old now, but they were always Nan and Grumper.
Nan and Grumper?
Grumper. I don't know where the Grumper came from. It must have been one of us in the early days trying to say Grandpa, I guess. I don't know. They were our only grandparents because one summer my father's parents came out from England and I was, I think, about 4. And I remember them just briefly, but these two, of course, were as large as life. When you ask me about them as immigrants, now you see, I suspect they were probably fairly typical of immigrants then. They left young and made an entirely new existence here completely on their own. And I don't know, with all the social programs we have now, I don't think that happens anymore. And sometimes I've looked back and thought, my gosh, they must have been terrified.
In 1918, a young immigrant couple began a lifetime of service to the town of Picton, Ontario, Canada. George Cook, known as George Kukos in his native Greece, had come to Canada after working for a time in New York. George's bride, a thrifty Irish girl named Ellen, was such an opposite in character, the two were proof opposites do attract. The young couple bought a former grain and feed depot on Picton's main street, converted it to a movie house, and called it the Regent Theatre.